It's Monday. Welcome to the Raw Deal. Hope you had a great weekend, folks. It's time to start this bullshit ass work week. It's me, the GREG, SC Bush, joined, of course, by first off the man to my left. Well, right, left, I don't know. Kendango Sokoa. Kenny, what's going on today, brother?
What's going on, everybody? I know y'all missed this gorgeous face after an entire week of not seeing me last week. So I know the fans miss me. Betty, I know you miss me. And if
All right, anyway, so next
fair enough.
Go
Fair enough.
Look,
Fair enough.
You know.
Fair enough.
Yeah.
Fair.
I just had to do it once. I'm sorry. And of course,
Well deserved. Well deserved.
Also joining us, my forever rival. He is the final Maddie.
What is up, y'all? Happy Monday. Like Greg said, start this bullshit ass work week off. The super end of my weekend because I gotta go in the office now for the next 2 days. Damn, she said they did not miss
You a fucking lie. You a fucking lie. You a fucking lie. I know your bitch ass is lying.
They did not.
I know your bitch ass is lying. You're a goddamn liar. What's good, Cookies? My seasoned homie. What's good, baby?
What's up, Cookies? What's up, Baddie? Cookies? Hope y'all had a good weekend. Everybody else watching, hope y'all had a good weekend. We had a whole bunch of fuckery happen. What was supposed to be a quiet weekend of wrestling.
Hold on 1 second. 1 second, y'all. Anybody in the New York City area, if you are watching this show, do yourself a favor. Download the Twitch app on your phone. Turn this podcast on your phone and go watch us outside because it is beautiful outside. It was 85 degrees today. And tomorrow it's going to be 62. Yeah. No, damn it, I wasn't. But we're going to get to that, Reggie, because damn it,
bro,
I need my spotlight to happen.
I first off, it's to quote a great man, it's too damn hot for a penguin to be walking around out here, and that's too damn hot for a Mongo to be walking around out here too. This shit's ridiculous. This sucks. Hate this shit.
Hot. I mean, it's like 80. That's about it.
Look, anything above 67, and I start like sweating out my butt. I don't like it. But let's. Kenny reminded me of a few things we have to talk about because originally it was just going to be the Raw preview with the draft. We'll talk about McIntyre, and Kenny was like, "Well, what about Darby getting hit by a bus and Tony Khan calling WWE Harvey Weinstein?" I was like, "Damn it, he's right." I forgot all about it. But we got to discuss.
I loved it. I love when I hear Mongo say I'm right. It's like one of the greatest things ever.
Fuck. Anyway, so since Reggie brought it up, yeah, let's talk about it. Darby Allin got hit by a bus
in New York City, and still went to his fucking Broadway play. And he still went to his Broadway play after getting hit by the goddamn bus.
Obviously, it didn't hit him hard enough.
Yeah, yes, Maddie. Darby Allin was in the city on his way to a Broadway play. And of all the luck, and the reason why I say luck, folks, of course, being hit by a bus is definitely not lucky. But in New York City, if something happens to your ass that involves MTA, which is what we call our it's mass transportation, like Metropolitan Transportation Authority, our buses and trains, if something happens to you because of them, you are pretty much guaranteed $1 million payoff. You are guaranteed $1 million payoff if something happens to you. And here goes Darby Allin, already a millionaire, getting hit by a bus so he can get more millions. Where's my bus? Where's my bus, damn it?
I mean, it's funny you mentioned that. I went to go find a picture of him on the day, and I found JTG from Crime Time's post about it. Glad to hear Darby Allin's okay. If he got hit by an NYC public bus, I got 4 words for you. Money, money, Yeah.
Exactly. Even JTG knows you get hit by a MTA bus, you get clipped by a train, anything revolving MTA, New York City public transportation, you get fucked up by it.
By public transportation in general, you getting paid.
You are getting paid. And here go this man, already a damn millionaire.
And somebody losing their job.
About to get some more million. About to get some more. Whoa. Actually, Matt, it takes a hell of a lot to be fired from MTA.
They probably would have had to kill him, and he ain't dying.
No, I've seen people who get in trouble for drinking on the job that work for MTA, and they still didn't get fired.
I mean, look, you can't fire someone. I mean, it's just a couple drinks. You know, a couple drinks,
King
broken
said
legs.
He was the one driving though. That's what cracked me up.
He
was like, should have moved out the way.
Fair enough. So before that happened, you know, we knew that he was supposed to go to Mount Everest, but he couldn't do it because he broke his foot in a match.
That's God.
Yeah.
So God was like, please stop, just calm down. And he's like, all right, well, I can't go to Everest. I'm going to walk across this busy intersection. Not looking both ways. With a broken foot. And gets hit by a bus. He is alleged, I don't know if this is confirmed or not, but from things I've seen, it's rumored that he's re-injured his foot, along with concussion and a broken nose. You know, Tony Khan was at the draft, looking at his phone, going, "What the fuck? I told you to stay home and recoup."
I just know the conversation, like, who keeps trying to send Darby Allin up to heaven, and God is like, no, stop. No, I don't want him up here.
God is pretty much like, it ain't his time. He still got a couple more minutes left.
He's like,
a couple more minutes left.
I need him to calm down, because if he comes up here now, he's gonna be swantoning off heaven, trying to.
Like, I can't do it. I got it fixed up here. No.
Oh God! But Darby's give it to him. That's a tough son of a bitch. That man is tough.
If a car hit him, you want him to kill him? No, I don't want it to kill him. Just make him learn his lesson.
I don't know if he is. I don't know if that shit did teach him a lesson. Because I can guarantee when he comes back, your man is definitely doing a super coffin drop off of something. Don't be surprised if the next time they are in fucking London, he goes to the very top of that goddamn stadium and does a coffin drop on his goddamn opponent and misses.
He's gonna get on top of one of those double-decker buses while it's moving and go for a coffin drop while it's driving off. Like
people like him and Mick Foley need to have a study done on them on just what the hell.
But see, the difference between Mick Foley and Darby is Mick did this shit for pure career-wise. Mick was like, you know what? I know I'm not the most athletic wrestler out here. Let me do some shit that's gonna get me recognized and put me on. Here, what? I'm gonna throw myself off this. Okay, bash. You can bash me with this, but this is all for entertainment. Because when I leave out of here, I'm gonna throw my flannel on, and I'm gonna go home, and I'm gonna rest while I'm home. Darby ass is just doing this just to do it. I don't even know if you can When the last time you heard a wrestler talking about they're gonna climb Mount Everest? JBL did that shit how many years after he retired?
And even then, he wasn't risking shit.
I mean, he is a wrestling god. So.
Batty, this is a question we really can't ask Mongo. I'm gonna be honest with you, because Mongo
I'm the most sensible. Am not going to the basement if a noise is made, motherfucker. You have ever seen?
Right?
I am not doing it.
Telling y'all, Mongo is at the barbecue because they is just. I'm gonna keep it, but Mongo got too much nigga in him for him to be completely right. With the shit that Mongo says and does, half the time I'm looking at him like, you sure we really ain't related? Like, Mongo ain't with the dumb shit.
Yeah. we're gonna skateboard off this ramp onto a moving truck and then do a swan dive into that tiny ass pool. No.
Exactly.
Right.
No.
Mongo was sitting there going, Mongo was the person going, you know what? While you do that, how about you pass me that burger so I can eat that and watch your dumbass die?
Exactly.
That's the type of time Mongo was on.
Burger and a shake, I'll be good.
Right. God, that's the type of time Mongo was on. But he ain't jumping off of shit.
But you didn't help it.
Looking at Darby, it's like, God, because I have a friend that like he doesn't watch wrestling, but he keeps up with like the wilder shit, and he'll send me texts like, "What are y'all doing?" And I knew when I saw that he was going to send me a text saying, "You're gonna have to explain this to me as somebody the same race."
Right.
It's like I got nothing for you, man. Some of us are just plain stupid. That's just how it is.
This is not fake. This is really. He just happened to be crossing the street and he got hit by a bus.
Just
listen
good.
When I told Keisha,
and then again, made it to Broadway to watch this whatever show he was watching.
But wait, when I told Keisha, she said, "Oh my God, did he do it on purpose?" Even she know this boy got an issue with trying to die. She asked did he step in front of the bus on purpose. Now that should tell you something about this man.
And the thing is, Kenny, she might be right. I really don't know.
I don't know. That shit ran over his foot and his ass got smacked by a mirror.
Yo, I literally know somebody that's exactly what happened to them. The bus literally ran over their foot and that side mirror popped him right in the goddamn head.
That's why his nose was broke. His nose took that mirror. He took that mirror right to the nose.
That's exactly, you know what, Matt? That's exactly probably what happened.
He was able to make the show because he just got that's his foot is basically almost rebroken, and he got a busted up nose. They bandaged it up. Say, all right, take your ass to your show. You gonna get paid later.
So which means your man didn't even go to the hospital. He just got fixed up in the ambulance to whatever they needed to do to stop the blood, and then he left.
Yep.
I don't blame him because that's a $20,000. I don't blame him. That's a $20,000 car ride. Ambulance is $20,000. Don't get in it. If you can walk to the hospital on your own, do it yourself, folks.
Oh yeah, I know. He was like, "Oh yeah, I'm good. Just put some gauze in my nose, bandage me up real quick. Yeah, what taxi? Yeah, I'm good."
Look, Hamilton.
He probably showed them a clip.
What is even on Broadway right now? Is it still Hamilton? Is that I don't know shit.
Whatever it was, he must have been good.
There's a bunch of shit on Broadway. You got Harry Potter, you got Lion King is still up there. Like you got a few things that's still rocking on Broadway.
I bet Darby Allin's a Lion King dude. I would actually believe that. You know, his dream is just to be lifted in the air by a lion, and then he just gets fucking chucked.
He man want to get Rafiki. Want to get Rafiki.
He was like,
oh God.
I listen, UTR folks, don't be going around telling people that phrase. When you throwing somebody, it's called being Rafiki. UTR made that up right here, right now. All right.
Yeah, we got the trademark. Damn it. Speaking of AEW, Tony Khan, the NFL draft was happening last week, and Wednesday night to end Dynamite bars, Tony Khan got spiked in the ring with the Tony Khan driver, and throughout the NFL draft, wore neck brace.
Bravo, Tony. Bravo.
It
was like because I said like I hated the
I did too.
But Tony going up there and he's in the neck brace the entire time. If there's a camera and there's a brace.
And he's turning like this, like using his whole body to turn instead of just his neck. Like, bravo, Tony. That's how you commit and get your promotion recognized. And he knew everyone was going to be talking about that.
Yeah,
everybody from ESPN to everywhere was talking about how he had on a neck brace from taking a wrestling move.
It was a great. It was a great move. Great move. It was a great.
Bravo, Tony.
Great.
Props to him.
I was happy.
Then he opened his mouth.
Yeah, I was happy for him until Saturday. Was Saturday or Sunday? No, it was Saturday because that was the last day of the draft. They were like, "Oh, we're going to be interviewing Tony Khan." I'm like, I'm not going to watch it because he ain't going to say nothing crazy. And sure enough, he decides to say something.
But before we talk about that, Tony Khan was mentioned on Pat McAfee's show during the first night of the draft because he's an NFL owner.
They said he looked stupid. I thought he looked goofy.
McAfee said he got spiked with a Meltzer driver. I was like, damn. Even Pat was not only did Pat recognize the competition's boss at the draft. He damn near got the name right. The only reason that this is the wrong name is because they just changed that shit.
Right.
Wow. That was kind of an interesting moment.
Pat is a student of whatever he's in. Like he really he enjoys the wrestling culture.
Mm-hmm.
He truly enjoys the wrestling culture. So he is learning everything that he can about it while he's in it, which makes it fun for him, which in turn makes it fun for us, the viewer. Because with a lot of shit that he's seeing, like Michael Cole has seen 151 billion drop kicks. Pat McAfee hasn't. So when you see somebody with a perfect extension of Randy Orton doing a drop kick, and Pat's going, "Look at the perfect extension on that! Oh my God!" Guess what it's going to do to us as fans? It's going to be like, "Yeah, Randy did have a dope ass drop kick. Yeah, look at that." And
Pat sells the athleticism of everything very well. He's like, that is an athletic thing. Like he really wants you to understand that's not normal. That is like top tier athlete shit. So it was cool. And then Saturday happened.
And then Tony Khan opened his mouth.
And
just as quickly as we are praising him, we will be quickly to tell him to shut the fuck up.
Yeah. So as we all know, the Vince McMahon allegations, like clearly Vince is a piece of shit, and I'm sure there's more people involved that are still there that will be brought out. Tony was being asked about what happened to him to hurt his neck. I think it was like on the NFL Network, or it was
it was NFL Network,
and he got asked to describe what happened to him, and Tony has this habit of not only barely answering a question, but going into a 20-minute tirade and just like saying anything else.
Yeah,
that's what happens when you're on coke, baby. They take over, baby.
They gave him
say he's a wrestling promoter. He got attacked by his EVPs, and Wednesday someone's going to be there to clean things up, aka the cleaner, Kenny Omega. Instead, what he says is, we're a wrestling promotion trying to, he essentially called themselves the good guys. And then he said, we're the Pepsi fighting the evil company that is, the other promotion. We're Pepsi, and the WWE is Harvey Weinstein.
And the host, they got both of the guys, their faces, whoa! Let's
hold on. Ease that back there, buddy.
They clearly, because like that happened, and then like clearly rushed the thing to wrap up.
Because the interview was going so well, and it's like, because at that point it's the last day. You know what? Let's just go ahead. We didn't see him wear this neck brace. Let's get more in depth and learn about it, and give him some time to get some free promo for AEW. But like Mongo said, he didn't do that. He did that, and then he
what did he do?
He went,
it's ridiculous because like both of you have just said, everything was going great. You were getting the publicity your company needs. People were tuning in, and then you say that, and it's like, What? Like
that erased
what?
everything
All
that you
publicity.
everything else. That's all you
All
gonna think of.
publicity
Like what?
is not good publicity.
Oh
That's
no,
the
it's
thing that
super
you
bad.
have to realize.
It was so close.
And a lot of
So
people
close.
and a lot of people have a misconception that whether they're talking good about you, whether they're talking bad about you, as long as they're talking about you. No.
If you can't help it, okay, but if you can affect it being positive or negative, you go positive. You stick with the positive.
Right.
And we've talked about those allegations in the court case. We are very much pro fuck Vince McMahon on this pod. We, anything that comes out of that, like we're like, oh Jesus Christ, this is horrible. Anybody that was involved with it, may they all go to jail, may they burn in hell. The thing is, he said the entire company rapists, essentially, is what he said.
Right.
The entire everybody over there is evil. Everybody, all of them. The refs, the wrestlers, people putting the ring together, everybody evil by just saying that.
And you would think with him technically being like working for you're an NFL owner. God. They don't even do they don't do no type of blanket statements like that unless it's something that they're definitely against. Like, we here at the NFL are against racism. All of it. Stuff like that. You don't see the Jaguars talking about, well, you know what? We just hate blah, blah, blah. Like, no. You don't compare. Like, you don't even see teams in the leagues really talking. Like, you don't see other teams talking shit like that about each other.
No.
Like, even the commissioner is going to be like, chill that out.
Mm-hmm.
What y'all going to do? You gonna leave? You gonna leave? Like, so like, come on now, Tony Khan. Like, they don't even let y'all talk wild like that or about anything. And they gave you the leeway to talk about your little side hustle. And you just decided to go, like Kanisha just said, you decided to just be special as hell. Like, why?
Yeah.
Why would you first know of all the comparisons? Like I could understand him talking shit about WWE. It's the comparison. It's up there with just you basically just called WWE Hitler.
Mm-hmm.
Like, dude, there's other bad things like we're over here. You talk about him being on Coke. I said you said Pepsi. Coke was right there.
Right.
Coke was right there. There's so many. Y'all can say y'all are McDonald's, Burger King. Y'all anything. Walmart, Kroger. Anything. You say Harvey Weinstein and Pepsi. Two things that are not even the same.
Yeah, doesn't even go together. It's and the thing is, like, not only is it bad as far as the bump humps, that's a new one. Not only is it like you're going to this entire company for like it's ridiculous. The WWE works with the NFL. They have NFL players, at the show all the time. We've had a few NFL players get involved in matches. They do the belts for all the teams in MLB, NFL, NBA. They give belts to the champions of the Super Bowl. Like they work together with them. Whether it's an official thing or not, they do business. Right?
Mm-hmm.
Why would you, as an owner of one of those teams, start shit that might fuck that up?
Right.
So what happens if the Jaguars win the Super Bowl? What belt do they get?
They ain't getting the belt. I
guess
AEW
is going to get an AEW belt then, huh?
I guess so.
What will happen?
MLB, but I guarantee you we're gonna have NBA belts in like a few years. I'm sure it's gonna happen soon.
Oh yeah, those will be next. They're gonna be ugly. Those all them pink ones are
none of them
garbage.
look good, but yeah, you know,
But what will probably happen is the NFL players are gonna be geeked to get that WWE belt because that's what they know. Then they'll probably get like Trevor Lawrence or whoever to show up on Dynamite. Like they're gonna at some point they're gonna get both belts. They're gonna they'll get their WWE belts, but Tony Khan is gonna make sure AEW is presented way more. Like AEW probably give them each a belt. Because they waste money. They like to waste money.
Yeah. Well, so according to reports coming from regarding WWE and AEW backstage, Brian Alvarez of Wrestling Observer noted that the comments did not go over well with talent and anybody in the company. Per Alvarez, I can tell you from talking to people in AEW and obviously WWE, people thought it was a ridiculous thing that he said. I heard people in AEW saying the same thing, a lot of it. One of the things is that there's how well you either believe that Vince was the only one who was bad or the entire company is horrible. The reality is neither. It's not just Vince is the one bad guy there and now he's gone. And the reality isn't that the entire company's bad. So regardless, it was just seen as a stupid
dick move.
Yeah.
Right.
And it's another one of those things where now more because the backstage the locker room was already upset with the whole showing the all out footage thing and other things that have been happening. They've been a little frustrated lately. This is another one of those moments where like the locker room's like, God damn it, what do we have to do?
Why? It's just like why? It was
I'm pretty sure
it was a layup of a promo.
I'm pretty sure all of those that jump ship from WWE is sitting there going, you know what? Was it really that bad for me to have itching powder in my damn shorts? Was it really that bad? I could have did it for another year or so.
Ric Flair is just there for all he is there. Like now the thing is gone, he's gone. Ric Flair only was there just to put it over that bullshit ass wings and woo energy.
But also, I mean, those are comments that we were saying the moment that comment came out was people in glass houses shouldn't throw stones. After all the Ric Flair stuff came out and no one wanted to touch him, Tony brought in Ric Flair for that stuff. Whether it was Sting wanting it or not, Tony did that. He made the decision. The Sammy Guevara, Sasha Banks rape comments, which were Jesus Christ. He had to go. He had to go away and do what is it called?
Counseling.
Counseling, yeah.
Mediation and counseling. Like he had to go to all of that.
The Jericho allegations regarding Kylie Ray.
He ended up winning the FTW.
That Sammy's Mercedes thing got me in trouble with y'all. One of the first episodes of UTR. Because I clearly remember it got me in trouble with y'all, that Sammy's Mercedes thing, because we were talking about that, but yet I was zoning out, and then I heard rape, and I was saying, speaking of rape, and y'all were like, what? I'll never forget that. I'll never forget that, because even people in the chat was like, Kenny, and I'm like, no, it's not like that. I zoned out. I'm sorry.
Jesus Christ, Kenny. And then
you've been getting on my nerves since then.
And then also, Mike's favorite wrestler, Max Caster, has been getting in a lot of trouble lately because every time he raps, he brings up like sexual assault in his raps, and it keeps pissing people off. And he even spoke on Isaiah Cassidy's YouTube channel this weekend. And Cassie said, yeah, they're trying to like brush past him saying that he thought it actually helped his career when he got suspended because he was angry that he was suspended. And he said, whether it's right or wrong, I was angry about it. And then Isaiah said, yeah, but obviously you feel bad about it. And Max says, I don't know if I do. I don't know if I do feel bad about it, actually. And ever since then, every time he comes out and raps, he's doing some stuff that are pissing off a lot of people. And it's not like, oh, he's getting heat. It's like, you shouldn't be saying this shit in 2024. You shouldn't be talking about this in 2024.
He's trying to be like
stuff.
Right. Like he's trying to be like what John Cena was when he came out and used to like battle rap against people and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But it's not working because Cena would directly attack the person.
Mm-hmm.
Like he wasn't coming off out of left field with some of the shit that he said. Yeah, I do.
TV training. That's what I was thinking of. Thank you, Tito. Yeah.
Yes.
So yeah, like they've brought in people that have caused problems and have had those allegations thrown at them, and they just kind of ignore the heat on it. So for him to make those comments, even though they're justifiable, fuck Vince, to take that shot when you have the opportunity to just have all this great momentum going for your promotion, and all those people were like, "Oh wait, he hired Ric Flair." Like
it's the cycle of AEW. They shoot themselves in the foot all the time, just like the fans. All the fans that were CM Punk fans, all the AEW, CM Punk is the greatest. He did the best thing by not going to WWE and loving every minute of him talking shit about WWE while he was in AEW. Even going as far as the saying, bring back Punk, Jungle Boy was wrong. All of those fans. And now look at that. Look at how quick they all switch. Look at how quick they all switch. Because it's a cycle with them. It's a big ass cycle of
just like CM Punk was in the wrong. They just saw that footage and be like, yep. They're all in the AEW bubble. Like
it's not right. Fans are fickle. Like it's ridiculous. Why do you think bad publicity is good publicity? That's what I don't understand. Jonathan Majors had bad publicity. Was that good for his career? No.
Shoot.
No.
Nobody.
R. Kelly had bad publicity. Was that good for his career? No. Bill Cosby had bad publicity. Was that good for his career?
Bill Cosby.
Right. Diddy is getting bad publicity. Is this good for his career? No. Like, bad publicity is not. People got to stop with that thinking just because they're talking about you, that as long as they're talking about you. No.
Yeah.
If you can help it, like Mongo said, if you can help it, stay with the positive of them talking about you. A person that everybody always wants to talk shit about and always try to find dirt on, LeBron James. Anytime you think you can find some dirt on LeBron James, what does he do? Open up a new damn school. Positive. I'm sending these kids to college. Positive.
It was just flat out stupid. Like, the opportunity to talk shit about WWE was there, but you're on NFL Network, so just do something lighthearted. No one said go like right for the jugular. You just had to be like, yeah, we're the real wrestling. Y'all gotta watch that other junk over there, them other guys. But yeah, watch us. That's all you gotta say. Something simple and lighthearted.
Yeah.
And corny.
Talking shit's fine. Talking shit is part of the business.
Oh my god. You can even turn it into a promo and be like, as you can see, due to my neck, the inmates are trying to take over the asylum, but that's all right. I got somebody that's gonna come here and clean it up. Boom. Stick it, leave it with your company. Make that promo about your company. Make us want to watch your company. Now you made us not want to be.
And he just went off, like he literally just went on the exit where if it said keep straight and end this interview perfectly, or just say some crazy shit and go right, turn right. He said say some crazy shit and veer, just zoom to the right, off the ramp, into the ditch.
Listen, Tony Khan was in the left lane doing about a good 80 and realized he missed his exit and decided to get the fuck off on the exit. That's what the fuck happened.
He just jumped out the car.
Like, there was absolutely no reason, brother. Like, the thing about it is, like, and what's sad is, look how long we've spent talking about this bad publicity when we spent 2 minutes talking about the good publicity he had with the he sold the neck thing. Look at that. That's not good. That's not good because, like, it's turning people off. Your comment turned people off. Period. Now they don't want nothing to do with your organization. Period. Like, this dude is over here comparing his company and everything to rapists and stuff. But no, I don't want nothing to do with wrestling. If that's what's going on over there, you killing it for the whole business.
Yeah. Let's get into, before we get into the Raw. Because I'm sure we're gonna be talking about this more on Thursday. I damn near guarantee it. We have learned that a top star that's been needing to sign that new deal, it's finally happened. Courtesy of The Rock.
And presented his ass with a big ass sword.
Yeah.
Thanks to the final match.
The final Matty. Yeah, it
Yeah, the one NXT call up.
There we go.
Drew McIntyre, folks, has re-signed with WWE, and The Rock, of course, as he does, made it about himself. I meant to be there to give it to you because, I made this promise to you, and I'm a man of my made it about himself and presented Drew with a huge ass sword. I know this sword means so much to your family. Bro, stop. Stop. This is the equivalent of the president kissing a baby.
It really is.
That's what this. That's what the equivalent is.
He did that as the final balls.
Right. Exactly. Like, this is literally the equivalent of the president kissing a kid. Oh, there's a baby. Mr. President, pick the baby up and kiss it. Mwah! Yeah. Like, it's ridiculous. Like, we were all still kind of nervous on the fact that, oh shit. Okay. Well, we kind of said it. We said if Drew wins the belt, then that means we know he's going to resign. If he doesn't, then we know he's going to keep going. They tricked us by having him be champ for 30 seconds. So we were still up in the air and not knowing. We were still up in the air and not knowing. They're like, they did give his ass the belt, but took it right from him. So I don't know. Yeah, so the fact that we do know that Drew is signed is a good thing.
It does look like he's going to be like the top 3 guys on Raw going forward. Like, it's him and then Seth and then Punk, and that's what it is. But yeah, that's a huge thing to get them re-signed because they ain't no Jesus Christ. If Drew got away at this point at the hottest he has ever been, that was going to be a major pick freebie, honestly, for AEW, because he wasn't going back to TNA.
Nah, I think if anything, he'd have went to New Japan. I think he'd have went to Japan. I don't know if he'd have went to. See, here's the thing. Unfortunately for AEW, a lot of the guys and a lot of the people that they would like to sign from WWE, they're not going to because they are seeing what's going on. They're seeing how their boss is acting. They're like, do I want to work for a company that's going to have this going on over there? Or do I want to resign? Or do I want to resign where somebody that I know is now running the show and things are starting to look pretty decent over here? I think I'm going to stay over here. That's pretty much what's happening right now. Nobody really wants to go to AEW except for, unfortunately, I hate to say it, except for like TNA people, because AEW would be a step up.
Yeah.
You know, so, but
especially now that we're about to see another controversial fucking re-debut in TNA. That I pray to God isn't happening, but they're sharing a lot of videos of her lately, and kind of making me think that's going to happen, unfortunately. So yeah, let's get into your ball was sucking Tony's dick earlier. I saw that. Yeah, I saw that. Bischoff was he's been going in.
Damn.
He's been going in on AEW lately. Pretty much ever since he didn't get a job there, he's been going after AEW.
They get. I listen to a lot of the stuff he says, just because he was an outsider that got into the wrestling business, and a lot of the stuff he says is just common sense. It's stuff that we say. He just has he's just a bigger voice.
Yeah.
And Tony
Khan, it really is. He really is. He's really not saying anything different than what we pretty much
there's
say
just
about
something happened between him and Tony, because he was on Dynamite a few times, and like, I don't know what happened. I don't know if he wanted a higher deal. I don't know if
PK started getting mad that people started comparing AEW to WCW.
Yeah,
that's what it was.
Well, he did some WCW ass shit on Dynamite, so
right, like he started getting mad that people were comparing. We're not WCW, we're AEW. Like, bro, you act like it's a bad thing for somebody to say that you remind them of a top promotion at one point.
WCW was great for the majority of the time it was around. It was a great.
It really was. It wasn't until like the last 2 years when they just really fucking fell off. Literally.
Unless the only WCW you know is the documentaries from the WWE where they're like, WCW kept making bad decision after bad decision. It's a miracle they were on top. Like, no. WCW is some of the greatest wrestling ever in the 90s and hell, even in the 80s.
Here's the thing that people don't realize. The WCW that people like to shit on was technically the NWA.
That too, yeah.
But it was technically it's the NWA. It's not the NWA you see now with what you call it, that had Camille and T-Rex boy. What the fuck was his name? Tyrus.
National Wrestling Alliance.
Like it's like it wasn't that. Right. At NWA used to have people like Harley Race, fucking the Legion of Doom. Those people, like, and they transitioned from NWA. They transitioned from NWA to WCW.
Right.
So WCW was not a fly in the pants fucking promotion. They were around for a very long time.
Yeah, Ted Turner bought them, changed the name to World Championship Wrestling, put them on TV. Well, they were already on TBS, but a lot of folks remember NWA wrestling because it was on TBS, the Superstation. That was
exactly. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even remember when it switched over to WCW, because I remember Saturday night, the Superstation 605, NWA would come on, and then one night it just had a brand new fucking color, and I was like, what is WC?
They did NXT 2.0. That's what they did on.
they literally pulled the 2.0 on my ass.
The original 2.0 The original 2.0 was WCW.
Yeah, it literally is.
Yes, bro. I kid you not, Mongo. I literally remember the whole background for the NWA, like all the interviews you see with Gordon Soley and Ric Flair when they was cutting those promos and stuff. The background was just like that. And then the next week, this shit was purple and yellow. I was like, what the fuck is this?
You see it on the pay-per-views. When I first started watching wrestling and I would go to like the video stores and get the old pay-per-views, you would see like NWA, and I'd be like, what the hell is NWA? And it'd be like NWA Starrcade. It'd be WCW Starrcade 90. And I'm like, well, what is this NWA Starrcade crap over here? I only know WCW. And I finally had to put two and two together after reading the history. I'm like, it's somewhere in the late 80s they switch.
Right. But it like, literally, I think it got switched right for the Starrcade they had in Chicago. I think that's when they when they switched it. But yeah, it was so the WCW he's literally butthurt that people say, oh, this is like WCW. Well, in all honest to God truthfulness, Tony, it really kind of is. You're an outsider. Right. You're an outsider of the business who knew nothing of it besides being a fan, just like Eric Bischoff. So you hired the most popular people in wrestling that weren't in WWE, the same way Eric Bischoff did by hiring Hulk Hogan, Scott Hall, and Kevin Nash, and you had them run it.
And
which is exactly what Eric Bischoff did.
If there's another promotion that has major talent that is keeping them afloat, you take them away. TNA. Right. I think that's the thing is like he wanted to be the ECW of wrestling, and he ended up being the WCW, and it's like that's not what I wanted. It's too bad. That's what you are.
Pretty much.
One of those had money. One of those didn't.
Right.
There you go. So yeah, it's. I'm sure we're gonna hear more about this shit the further we get into it. It's gonna be a long week of just stupid comments. I can feel. How you can just like you walk outside and you like smell the rain coming.
Yeah.
It's like I can smell the bullshit. This is gonna be one of those weeks. Let's get into Raw and night 2 of the draft. Night 1 of the draft.
Any surprises for y'all for night 1?
No.
Any surprises for y'all for night 1?
Not really.
Kiana James. That's about it.
I guess
I was surprised. Kiana was a surprise. I was surprised.
I was surprised Melo went so quick.
Thank you, Mongo. You took the words right out my mouth.
On second thought, Braun went to Raw. So
after there was a fucking bidding war,
ruining my favorite tag team because I can't have anything that I want. I can't have nice.
But wasn't there a bidding war that Nick Aldis supposedly outbid?
I said this last week. I said it last week. It's funny how they did all the bidding war stuff. They got all that out the way. Everybody signed their contracts, which is fine, but everything is reset in the draft. So their contract, they're getting paid, but now, don't matter. James and Braun both got.
I kind of like that they did it that way. I kind of like that they made it a big deal about signing them, only for it to not really matter because they go away anyway.
Yeah, right. Not one bit.
I'd rather the bullshit that doesn't matter happen before the draft and not after the draft.
And Melo was never officially on any. He showed up. He wrestled. He showed up,
but he wasn't he was always NXT star.
Right.
Yeah. And not only did Melo get early, he ended up getting a match with Cody.
Right.
Sure did.
So that shows you they have a lot of faith in Melo. for him to go out there and have a flyby on the whim match with the world heavyweight champion, that's pretty much telling us, folks, if you didn't know by now, this kid is him.
And not only that,
he's going to be your champion, whether you know it or not.
when Melo was out there, that crowd was loud, and man, when they started chanting "whoop that trick," we were like, "Oh,
man,
these boys escaped the NXT bubble. Those two escaped the bubble."
They asked
easily.
They asked Trick how did he feel. He was like, "Hey, Carmelo's still my boy at the end of the day." He's like, "Hey, he got drafted. He went where he was supposed to go. They know SmackDown knew who they was getting." He was like, "Yeah, respect to him." I was like, "Yeah,
that's gonna right." That whoop that trick chant was hot, like it fever hot, like whooped, and he was like, "Oh yeah," and the fact that Melo acknowledged it, well, I already whipped him. No, you didn't.
But that's the thing is like,
I love how people get fucking amnesia. I love how wrestlers get amnesia so quick. I like Nia Lion ass 2 weeks ago, and now Melo. Like,
well, that's because he had a chair kneed in through his skull. He probably forgot that part of the day.
Also, Nia going to SmackDown.
I like the Nia move. I like move. I like that as well. Because now
Kenny, what if I told you my favorite Nia match? What if I told you my favorite Nia match, Kenny? What if I says my favorite Nia match? It involves a current women's champion on SmackDown.
Oh, Bayley.
Bayley and Nia when Bayley was NXT champion.
Yeah.
Because Bayley is, I've never seen anybody put over Nia as the big beast the way Bayley did. They work so well together. I would like that feud. I would like that feud. And you know what? If Bayley loses the belt to Nia, I wouldn't be upset.
I like the switcheroos they've done, the stuff they did to replenish the SmackDown women's division, because they've already they've been telling a story in itself with Naomi, Tiffany, and Bayley, and then Nia showing up, and then just on the right there popping in.
Matt, time out
over there.
Matt, time out, Matt, time out. Did you hear what Gregory just said? Gregory just said he would not mind if Bayley lost.
Because she's a face. He knows that she can only keep that title for so long as the role model.
But Bayley, his boo-boo?
Number one.
His boo thing?
Because at some point,
Mongo has been a Bayley hugger since day fucking one.
Mm-hmm.
If no one else can claim Bayley, Mongo can claim Bayley. And he's okay with her losing to, of all people, Nia Jax.
Because
Alexa lost to Nia?
It would be great. It would be
Hell has officially fucking frozen over.
And
Hell has officially fucking frozen over.
And Mongo will agree with me. At some point, Nia is going to have to get a title win because she has been a big dominant threat and ain't won nothing. She ain't won no feuds. She ain't did anything since she's returned.
That's why I'm glad she left off, because she already lost to Becky. We can't do that again. She lost to Rhea before Rhea got hurt, and Liv technically beat her by DQ.
I'm like, even if her and Liv fight tonight, or if her and Liv face off between now and this week, she gonna lose. She gonna beat her and go to the next show. Like, either way, it's a lose-lose situation. Ain't gonna be no.
So they aren't planning on Eric coming back anytime fucking soon. If Ivar was only drafted,
I think it was a bad neck injury.
I think he's gonna be basically on Bobby Roode status, not coming back.
It's gonna be a long time. It sucks. But that's how it is. It might end up being a Big E moment where it's
damn.
Yeah, it sucks. It does. But damn it, if they're not making Ivar seem like $1 million lately, they are really pushing that man as a single star.
They're gonna have to give him a belt eventually too.
You could definitely put an IC or US belt on Ivar at any point, and it won't.
Yeah, all they got to do is just get it. Once they get it off Logan Paul, and once they get it off Logan Paul and Sammy, they get the ball rolling.
Yeah. Speaking of Logan Paul, so WWE Raw tonight, we've only got a few things to discuss. Of course, the draft is happening, but also Logan Paul's going to be there, the U.S. champion. By the way, still a SmackDown guy.
Right, they're protected. All the champs are protected. The women's tag were the only ones not protected.
Yeah. The women's tags are the only belts that are universal.
That's why, because they only have one set of tag belts for both brands.
They better keep it that way.
Also,
three brands.
Y'all remember when speaking of three brands, y'all remember when Ava was like, there's people we can draft too, and like they didn't even get a chance to draft on Friday. Like they gonna get
the leftovers.
I guess so.
NXT don't draft. That's the sad part.
Then why would you have her say that? Why would you?
They want us to forget, just like they want us to forget that women's North American title. I ain't forgot.
Ah, God. Sorry, breaking news. Tony Khan was asked by TMZ Sports about the reception to his NFL Network interview and the comments he made regarding WWE and Harvey Weinstein.
Suck my dick.
We got tons of coverage for AEW, and I think it is important to say that I think AEW is the best wrestling company in the world in many ways. I think that we have the best wrestlers, the best matches, been putting on the best shows. I think the best pay-per-view events this year have been the 2 AEW events. Now, again, what we said before, he does not answer the question right away, if at all.
That's what he should have said in the interview on Saturday.
Exactly.
Pretty much.
There are so many great things that have happened in AEW this year, and I'll hold our track record up on anything, whether it's the quality of the shows, the safety, the travel, the hotels, everything we do, in and out of the ring. I think AEW is the very best. That's all you needed to say on Saturday, Tony. That's all you had to say. But
he came down.
He says that shit.
He came down.
He did. God,
that's what it is. He came down. He came down today.
You idiot.
When he comes down, I guess he sobers up. So there's moments of clarity. And this was a moment of clarity, and he said the right thing at the wrong fucking time.
Jesus Christ. Back to Monday Night Raw.
One second. Going back to AEW. AEW, I am highly pissed off at you because you had a banger of a fucking world title match Saturday at fucking 10 o'clock on a Saturday night. Claudio versus Swerve was a goddamn banger of a goddamn match. And instead of you doing something like putting on your prime show Wednesday at 8 o'clock, you decided to put it on as the very last match on a Saturday night. The only reason why I even watched was because me and the missus were already drinking earlier during the day. So we was pretty much done. Mostly nobody else will probably home to watch that. Why would you have your world champion defending on a late Saturday night? This isn't a pay-per-view. If it's a pay-per-view, that's one thing. But your normal TV show, come on. That should have been a Wednesday night main event. That's all I had to say. Sorry.
Also, they also had Phoenix versus the former Black Taurus Mortos, which was also a banger.
Did he headbutt him out the air?
Yes.
Okay, that's what I thought I saw.
That's a sick man, is what that is. Raw also will have a 6-man tag match as the Judgment Day World Champion Damian Priest, JD McDonough, and Finn Balor, because Dominic's out hurt, will take on Jey Uso, Andrade, and Ricochet. Outside of that, in the Logan Paul announcement, we have the draft, and that's it.
That's how it should be. That's how it should be. Oh, we found out Carlito did in Dragon League.
Yeah.
Right.
Absolutely no one To the shock of absolutely nobody.
But why was Carlito running like that? Like he wasn't bigger than everyone in that ring standing on each other's shoulders.
Because Carlito a little slow.
He's got all that hair and no brain.
Right.
All them teeth and no toothbrush.
Stop. Think about it.
Because that made no. I was like, when y'all said it, I was like, yeah, because that was so cringy. I'm like, you're the biggest person in the ring. Why are you scared of them?
Right. You hit Dragon with the backstabber, and then you pushed Ray so hard his ass flew out the ring. What are you running from?
Because Legato's just like, see, told y'all it wasn't me.
Right. Who are you running from? The two people you need to run from, you done beat up already. Legato ain't coming after you. He got on Giddy.
Legato was like, we told y'all from the jump we never touched you.
Wasn't the original split having to do with Ray
bringing in Carlito?
Carlito, yeah. Like, what the fuck? What happened? What?
The original split was
going on?
Like, he brought in Carlito to help him, and then he got pissed off because every time someone else would get knocked off, he never would tag in Carlito. He would always be like, oh, here's Dragon Lee. Yeah. They were like, oh, no, we don't have Dragon Lee. Here's Andrade. He's just looking like, motherfucker, I'm right here. He just got fed up. He's like, no, fuck this shit.
You know what? I think this all boils down to Ray being a dick and getting what he deserves. Honestly, at the end of the day.
That's like, all it is. It's like,
Santos got mad because he got replaced by Carlito. Carlito got mad because Ray would never use him in anything. And it's just because Ray is just not being cool to his friends. That's his fault. Right. I think that's going to do it unless we have anything else to talk about today. Y'all have anything?
Oh, no.
All right, cool. Let's wrap it up. Y'all can follow us at facebook.com/Under the Ring Pod and twitch.tv/Under the Ring Pod. Like Kenny said at the beginning of the show, go to those, follow us, give us a like, share, all that shit, and you will know when we're going live if you follow us. You'll get live notifications from Facebook and Twitch if you do it that way. You can also see us at our links that are currently at Linktree/Under the Ring Pod, where you will find our links. I am, of course, at Greg Bush SK. I will be running the Raw live coverage for Sports Kitty tonight, so I'll be putting up links throughout the night. You can also find Kenny at Rock Ribs 44. We got some pretty exciting hog shit coming up soon, so I'm sure you're going to be getting some good pictures. I saw Sammy Callahan's coming in.
For Cinco de Mayo, Hog is having Red Phoenix versus Penta El Cero Miro.
Oh, shit.
Oh, damn.
All right.
They are actually doing a show on Cinco de Mayo, which is Sunday.
Y'all going to get fucked up.
Oh, yeah.
You can find
for Monday. No, I ain't gonna put in for Monday.
You can find our current predictions champ, whatever, motherfucking
Mike. He ain't here.
Mr. Freshbeard. You can find my forever rival, Matt, the final Matty, at The Right Answer. Our street team captain, Tito at Borrell Maliente, and last but not least, our good friend and local news correspondent, Justin D. Baxley. Folks, have a good night. Have fun. You know, if you decide you want to call your ops Harvey Weinstein, maybe just take a day.
All right. Just don't do it.
Think about it.
For real.
Hey. Smoke weed every day.
Every day.
Right.
See y'all tomorrow.
Leave that booger sugar alone. Leave that booger sugar alone.
What Batty call it?
Leave
Bump
that
rumps?
booger sugar.
Bump.
Leave it alone.